so.
Every single syllable was just
I went north and that's it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm from the Midwest, sir.
There's a town in West Virginia called Big Ugly.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through
Imagine
my mind.
right now where you come from. Big Ugly. Yeah, that checks out. That ain't surprising at all.
Big, ugly West
Just look at your
Virginia.
ID. Are you the mayor?
Because, like, even, like, out of context, it's just like big, ugly West Virginia. It's like, hey, our state isn't that bad. It's like, no, I'm just saying a city. It's a place that exists.
Big ugly, comma, West Virginia. Oh, I would hate it.
Oh, legitimately.
Imagine you're a basketball star hailing from Big Ugly, West Virginia.
Nintendo absolutely knows about the internet Triton because like a couple months after the Bowsette thing happened, they changed the crown's description. It was just like only Toadette can wear this crown. So it's just like kill that noise. Martin Luther King Jr. earned a C in his public speaking class during his 2 semesters in seminary school.
Who is that teacher?
Who's the dude?
Okay, is it a white teacher? And is that the reason why?
Let me see. Let me go
Who
look
was
at
the
these.
dude that? Cause you know you gotta wake up one day,
They just go,
20 years
"Oh,
later.
That month changed everything.
And I gave him a motherfucking C.
He wrote the I Have a Dream speech in school. He's just like, why are you writing about dreams? Dreams are for children.
You'll never make it, Martin. This is trash.
Or does the dude wake up like, yeah, my C incentivized him to get better?
Y'all know I was his teacher.
Yeah.
And I told him that I was pushing him to do better.
Apply
But he
yourself.
was- oh my goodness.
You can go one or two ways with that way. Either A, I'm a fraud, or B, I'm inspiring people so hard that I inspired the civil rights movement. Just through my teaching.
It's just some like physicist teacher in like the 30s is like, oh man, look, I'm looking through all these old papers that I got, physics papers. Look at this D- I gave to this kid named Albert Einstein.
Oh, no, surely that can't be the same one.
Dude, imagine Stephen King in a creative writing class. Like, C minus, sir. Your adjectives, I don't know what you're doing. A dog with rabies, what's up?
In Tupac in math class, the teacher just comes up, Tupac, what I tell you about writing raps in class?
You're not gonna make it with this. You need these numbers. Get some bucks in you. And then 4 years later, you gotta dance around to slip up. You in the club banging it.
You know I taught Sue Tupac.
Oh, dude, I would never sleep.
I'd be shaking.
The PS5 in a year has outsold the Wii U's lifetime sales.
Y'all leave the Wii U alone. He tried his best.
Hey, consumers did.
Accurate.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
Early
Yes, it is.
adopter.
Exactly what we're going for.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, I will never forget that woman with all them Wii U's in the back of her car, thinking she was gonna flip them boys.
Oh, someone tried to do that near you guys?
No, it's a viral picture.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
You never seen it?
No.
Oh, dude, I'll look it up.
I think I've seen this.
It's unfortunate. Let's see what else we got. Well, actually.
Yep, all I had to look up was Wii U woman.
Wii
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 325. It's been a bit. Just a teeny.
I am honestly
little bit.
shocked that the second we started, we didn't hear the music.
Yeah.
Honestly shocked.
So, Ralph is somewhere. He's the one
In
who
the
texted
ether.
this morning, hey, we doing a podcast today? Yes, we are.
Okay.
Great.
I'm glad I confirmed.
Yeah, great. I'm not. Oh, boy. So it has been quite a while. A lot of things have happened, most of which I don't remember.
Yeah, oh yeah. Some things are just gonna fall by the
Yeah,
wayside
that's-
as time goes on.
Someone's up. Okay, there, and he appears. All right.
Get that excuse locked and loaded.
Yeah, Neru ate my cord and had to go to Best Buy and buy a new one and blah, blah, blah.
No, what the fuck is happening?
There you go. There you go, buddy.
Maybe.
I see the
I
logo.
just had to pick up. I just had to use the
There it is.
bathroom.
Oh, he was just taking a hot
My stomach
deuce.
went. Absolutely.
You know what? Fair. I had to do that before the cast as well. Didn't want to.
Yeah, stomach just went, hey, no.
Didn't
And I
want
went, you know what? You're right.
Unbelievable.
Didn't want a round two of,
Unbelievable.
you know, shit in your pants. Much like Donald Trump did in court. That's a
Not
segue.
a good segue.
Come
I
on!
don't
What a,
appreciate
what a
it.
Come on!
fantastic,
Not appreciate
what a
that.
fantastic
That is not
segue.
funny.
Wild.
Nah.
This is a man's life we're talking about here. There's nothing comedic about this, all right? Let's calm this down and give it the reverence it deserves.
Let me find that tweet thread of all the funniest tweets.
Dude.
Oh man.
And then everybody, all the people, all the Republicans are just like, there's a conspiracy. It's never in history been this way. Dude. They fucking killed him.
This isn't the way we should be talking about
The
this.
the only bad part of it is the potential for no jail time, because if there's no jail time, there's still a very good chance he wins the election. And that's
Most-
the only real negative coming out of this.
Most legal and political reporting agencies are all saying the same thing, that they don't expect jail time to be a thing.
I honestly think the judge is trying to see how Trump is gonna act before the sentencing to see if there should be some jail time. Because if he's doing some goofy stuff, I can see even just a 6-month slap on the wrist served concurrently, blah 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 blah. But that would still knock him out of the election, the campaigning, all of
Correct.
that stuff. I honestly think the judge is just trying to see how Trump is gonna act during this time. But yeah, at this point, I don't expect jail time.
It's July 11th is sentencing.
July 11th. Yep. 7/11.
Yep.
He
People are
should be
already looking-
cooked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
He
yeah.
should be cooked.
Disagree.
34 counts felony.
I've seen more counts.
Count that high?
I lost my ability when he got done up. It's like, we don't need that number anymore. We can get rid of 34. We've got plenty of other numbers.
Here we
I
go.
just wish, I just wish justice was done, but it won't be.
Like how so? What do you?
He would be in jail. Anybody
I mean,
else,
yeah.
any non-powerful person would be in jail. And we're very much leaning towards that not happening
Mm-hmm.
to
Correct.
a person that is running for president who is now categorically a convicted felon.
Yep.
It's
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Not great.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully it gets better, but I don't see it happening.
On a lighter note,
unfortunately.
here's a thread of all the tweets put together. Home Alone 2 Lost in New York star Donald Trump found guilty of 34 felony counts.
Good.
Just getting the place ready for the jury's verdict being delivered at the Four Seasons Total Landscaping and
And come on, who
venue.
else is gonna give you anything like that? It's one of the funniest things that's ever happened. They booked that. They went, we've clearly booked the wrong thing. Put up the poster. We'll stand in front of this mug and we'll deliver this. We didn't make a mistake. This is exactly how we wanted it to go. Who else is gonna do that? Come on.
I can see there will never be another president in our lifetime as stupid as Trump, nor someone that has the charisma of Trump that will garner other stupid people to act stupidly. But I could see a 70% Trump sometime in our lifetime.
All right, so
He was the best.
Dude, who
And the
else?
worst.
Where he, as he's just going, all right, my presidency
No.
is over, y'all. I'll see y'all later. YMCA just starts coming on. Who's gonna do that? And he got that dumb little.
Just trying his best to appear jovial.
Yes, like a human.
When he's clearly just a monster in a skin suit.
Yes.
and a
Who
girder
else is gonna give
and a
us
diaper.
that?
And the diaper. Yeah, don't put the diaper.
Did you see that
Did-
there were some people at like Republican conventions wearing diapers in solidarity?
No.
Yep. Correct.
Right here, baby.
DA got
Why?
them depends on. Dude, the
It-
Trump people are a cult.
I understand the aspect
you
of it,
told
but
them to drink the
how do
frozen
you
Kool-Aid,
go
they
to a
drink it.
place? How do you go to a place in public going, "This'll show them," and it's you in a diaper?
Our president should be a man in a diaper. It's like, well, and I'm gonna wear a diaper in solidarity. It's like you should maybe not have a man in a diaper who got the finger on the button. Did y'all see the
Press.
Did y'all see when they I forget if it was what it was, but Biden was walking away. He was just like, "Hey, Trump said this is all your fault," and Biden just gave the most cheeky smile I've ever seen. And I'm like, why is this not instantly a meme?
It is. I've already seen it.
Not as big as something like Foghorn Leghorn though.
Yeah.
And that was just Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
That's because people are taking this shit in the Trump way. Trump is the focus here. Even
it's
if Biden
hard-
has a good.
It's hard to
Yes.
be the nerd culture and political nerd culture kind of like coming together for me.
Mhm.
Yep.
I forgot about that was something that happened this last month. Was just
It
randomly.
died too quick.
Yeah, just
Oh,
came
it
and
was-
went.
it burned bright, but burned quick.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. They hit it, and then they hit it out the park, and then they just went, all right.
It was
hit
like
it,
that.
and then they quit
Then
it. It's
Eric
over.
Bauza, who does like all the Looney Tunes voices, started voicing them, which I love.
Yeah.
And then yeah, just poof, gone. All right, so before we
Internet moves quick.
yes, it does.
It do.
Before we get into all the other stuff, your monthly reminder. Black Lives Matter. Stop
monthly.
Asian hate. Get your vaccines and boosters. Wear your mask and credit in our places if you are sick. Support Ukraine. Support LGBTQ rights. Happy Pride Month. Support body autonomy. Pay your employees what they are worth. Fuck genocide and be good to one another.
Oh boy, you should have been on our stream yesterday. There's somebody that was not into that Pride Month.
Oh boy.
Oh.
We did Trigger Senpai stuff.
Oh.
And he's just kind of defending his homophobia.
Is
And us saying, hey, maybe you shouldn't be homophobic somehow made us gay.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said
Makes
the only
sense.
people that aren't cool with gay jokes being made about gay people are people that aren't comfortable being gay. And then he called us queer weirdos. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Mhm.
If you
It's
get
crazy.
offended in the place of a gay person because someone said something derogatory to gay people, you yourself are a gay person that does not is not comfortable with your own gayness.
You get it?
Dude, crazy,
Yeah.
crazy bars.
Your gay brothers too. That's a whole nother level.
Oh yeah, it's a problem.
All right. So, is that why what's his face came back? I went into general.
Oh, Gala.
Yeah.
No,
Nah,
Gala was
he's
right.
been poking his head in and out.
Yeah, he was there before the stream. He was even there.
Oh, okay.
It was just a crazy coincidence.
All right. Okay. So, of course, Pride Month going to be a bunch of different celebrations, a bunch of empty platitudes from different corporations, just
Yeah,
trying
boy,
to
change them
rake
Twitter
in that.
We celebrate the gay people. All right, July 2nd. All right. Look, I understand.
come on now,
There
get
was
us
a
out of here.
gay person murdered at our restaurant, but you gotta understand the burgers are half off right now, so that's
Come
what
on,
the focus
nigga.
should be on. Please keep supporting
Yeah.
us.
Happy Pride Month, everybody. Okay, this new employee. Oh, they're trans?
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Mm-mm. Can't.
We're going to look elsewhere.
You're not a fit for the culture.
Yeah. All right. So, obviously going to be different celebrations. Already 1W, I will say, in terms of that. BG, thank you for reminding me. Paper Mario.
Mm-hmm.
People got up in a tizzy because it was always thought that one of the party members that you get in the game, Thousand Year Door, Vivian, was trans. And it was just like a kind of illusion. It wasn't anything like blanket statement. In the remake that just came out of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door on the Switch, in both Japanese and English, it is like hard. Yeah, I was this, now I'm this. No
Yeah, in the
illusion.
Japanese of the original, it was much less coded. It was
Mhm.
basically, yeah, I was born this, but I'm this, without actually saying that,
Mhm.
using the different types of calling them you,
Mhm.
the feminine ones, saying I'm one of the sisters, and then
Mhm.
other people saying that's our brother, blah 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 blah, that type of thing. And it was all cut out for the English version, which is what these people bandy about in censorship, because what the original intent was missing because it was translated wrong, or it was translated in a way that would take those things out. So now you get the original uncensored, the creator's intent,
But no,
but no, it's a
No.
problem.
woke
But
Mario.
So,
I just happened to be wearing a shirt from Mario.
Yep.
Yep.
Just happened to
Oh,
be.
yeah. Wait, hold on.
You're one of them.
Yeah.
He's on here somewhere. I don't know. This is Smash
Yeah,
Bros.
bend
shirt.
over. We'll check.
Yeah.
It's the only month we can say that.
Woo! Choked a little. All right. Other gaming news. We got a gameplay trailer for Homelander in MK1. I'd say he looks more similar to Injustice Superman than Omni-Man.
He has way more focus on his lasers.
Yes.
And I always thought that was the direction they would go. That
Mhm.
Omni-Man would be more of a brawler in your face type, while Homelander would be more of the zoning type.
Yep. It looked like he had like a float too, where it's like he could jump, but
Oh,
then like
for
he
sure he had that.
slowly glides down.
It's gonna be interesting.
The voice, man, they should have just got the dude. I don't know what.
From what I'm hearing, he didn't want to do it.
What? That's
Yeah.
crazy. He did a I think it was Call of Duty or
Yep.
something. What's wrong with Mortal Kombat?
Could not tell you.
It's a nice bag, surely.
Could
You walk into the. How long would it take to record in all?
not tell you.
Maybe.
It could be a bunch of things. That's just personally what I've heard.
Yeah, I can't even say like I was thinking like maybe it's too gory, but I'm like, but the boys.
Yeah.
So I can't even say that.
You can say like maybe it's the fight effort that you have to put in with getting hit and doing the hits.
Oh yeah,
But
because what's her face? Megan Fox didn't do
Yeah.
her grunts, so
a whole nother person did that. So it's not even. It's just crazy. He just doesn't sound as good. He sounds fine, but it's just like
Same guy who did Arnold in the last game.
who did not sound good.
no, he
Nope.
sounded awful.
He sounded good in like 2 or 3 lines, maybe.
I
But the rest
will
of
be
it-
back.
The rest
All
of it,
right,
it was just like,
thanks.
why is it? There, come on now, go on Fiverr and get somebody that can do this voice.
Got a trailer for DB Sparking Zero. Looks like a Tenkaichi game.
Yep.
I'm very happy for the people that will get what they want with that.
Yes.
It seems like you got your fly, you got your blast.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like they're going to be more of a focus on people playing differently, which is good. But
Mhm.
at the end of the day, it's just going to be a fun do your fight thing.
Yep.
And-
Button
Anime
master.
arena fighter. Let's see here. Just looking for tiny things. We have
Oh, the Creed controversy.
oh yeah.
Creed controversy. Oh, yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
people.
Hey, historical accuracy. This is guy existed.
Woke. Are we going into woke?
You
Because
know-
I don't know anything about this.
You know
oh
what?
yeah, for sure.
It
Okay,
is.
cool.
Oh, dude.
Woke, cool.
So,
cool.
new
Woke.
Assassin's
absolutely.
Creed game got announced. Probably the most requested, like, time period and location for any Assassin's Creed game ever, which is feudal Japan.
Yep.
Show off a trailer, and it shows off 2 main characters. One, a female shinobi, which Japanese assassin in essence, fictional character, and then a very large African samurai.
Oh, that's what that was about.
Yes. Correct.
Because these woke things, they happen so often on
And
Twitter.
so quickly.
I just go, all right, yeah, this guy, whatever, and I just skip past it.
Yeah.
So that's what that was.
Yep.
And
Correct.
basically, and the character that you play as, Yasuke, is a actual historical figure who was a retainer underneath Nobunaga Oda. Probably the most famous Japanese historical figure ever.
Correct.
And people are just like, well, he was a retainer. That means he was a
Him no
centurious-
samurai.
He was a slave. It's like, no. He had his own weapons, and he held Nobunaga's weapons, which means he was trusted with his, like, the person he served under, their
the
weapons.
personal effects of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yep.
It's like he was, in just about in all but name, a samurai.
No,
And like in terms of Japanese media and what have you, he has been referenced all over the place. Anime,
yeah.
comics, manga, movies.
Yep.
Everywhere. He's a very famous figure. And woke.
No.
yeah. Well,
Woke.
and people are like, you're disrespecting history, you're disrespecting Nobunaga, and Japanese people are like, we've seen Nobunaga as a cat in an anime. We're not really. I don't know what
Yeah,
you want.
fair, man. He's
Yeah,
dead.
they're drawing things. They're like, hey, cool, Yasuke, we know him. Cool, let's draw some from him.
Mhm.
Here,
They
here's
don't
the fun.
care. But
the
then
thing that I
Muzz went
find
to the
funniest-
Japanese trailer. Oh, look at all the downvotes. Like it's region locked or something. Like American people can't downvote that. Come on, y'all.
The most funny part of it is that it is purely being looked at least out here, that I can't, like, air quotes here on this one, I can't believe that they're making the main character of a Japanese Assassin's Creed game a black guy. Like there isn't the other fucking female Japanese character. The entire
No, they
focus-
don't count.
all anyone is talking about is that the main character, there's only one, guys, is a black
No.
guy.
No.
Wasn't
There
there
is-
Native American?
Hey, if there's a main character, it is the male. And that's the problem. It's a black guy. Yeah, there was a Native American for Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
George Washington, touched an alien artifact and tripped balls and thought that he became king, right? That's Historically accurate, completely 100%. Aliens caused extinction and it's happened multiple times. Right. Yep. Purely historically accurate, guys. There's a Leviathan inside the Italian tombs. Sure, guys. Completely accurate. The games don't deviate, right? No, this has to be pure facts. Shut the fuck up and enjoy things.
But that's the thing.
Woke.
That's the
No,
latest, like.
Shut up. Shut up.
That's the.
Shut the fuck up.
That's the latest, like.
Shut the fuck up.
all of it is logical stuff, and I just woke.
Shut the fuck up. Throw yourself out a window.
Historical,
Put your diaper on. Put it over your face this time.
historical
Fuck.
accuracy is one of those coded phrases that are basically
absolutely.
just saying, hey, if it's history times, it was 98% white males. So if you deviate from that, historically, you can't be correct. Okay, can anybody please show me a description of Assassin's Creed, the new one that's coming out, where it says the most historical accurately portrayed thing? You're not gonna find it.
Challenge
People-
accepted. All right, let's
Back
go.
in the day, Assassin's Creed was tried to tout historical accuracy, but they were talking about the time period, the way the buildings look, that type of
Yep.
thing, trying to be
Back then,
accurate
that
to
was
that.
new.
Yes,
Back
The
then, that was
setting.
even
new.
then,
The setting.
the setting, the aesthetics, that's what's accurate. Because there was no assassin going around murdering historical figures.
What?
Yes, I'm sorry to tell you this, Mike. Santa.
You told me he's fake too? What?
No, I'm saying an assassin killed him.
Oh! That is both true. Yes! My dreams.
But like, it's so ridiculous that we're still in this spot where most can't just look at a thing and go, "Hey, is it gonna play well? Is it gonna be fun? That's all I care about." It's, "Hey, this character's not hot enough. Hey, that's a black person. I don't think so."
That's a good segue into my next topic.
Is
Does
it?
it-
You're not great at that lately.
Does it play well? That part.
I thought you were talking about the
Yeah.
then segue into
Yeah.
the cute person next after that.
No.
Yeah.
But multiverses. That's
I don't
what
know shit about that.
So
Oh, I do.
multiverses got finally released.
Oh yeah, the
This
official
past
release.
And it is rocky, to
Ooh.
put it lightly.
Mountain Rain.
Very, very nice words you've used there, Mike.
Yeah.
Smooth over that.
Yep.
Unlike
That
those
is, that is
rocks.
a corporate email that you just said.
In regards to my
I
previous
apologize
email.
for I apologize for our rocky start. That's 100%.
As
Mhm.
communicated previously.
Yep. What I have to do on
Um,
a daily fucking basis at my job.
Hey.
Just.
Hey.
All right, what do I want to say? Now let's put it through few filters in my brain.
I have to. There are times where I'll be almost posting something, and then I'll read it twice and go, "No,
Edit as needed.
I gotta rephrase this."
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Me.
So Multiverses officially released. They had released a couple videos of they had rebuilt the game from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5, as well as a few other things, better netcode, etc., etc. Positives about the game: the netcode is good, bar none. Netcode. I know, like I actually fell off the beta, a bit, like halfway-ish through. Probably around when Morty and stuff was coming out. And I know after that the netcode got really bad, which I thought it was actually pretty good at the beginning of the beta. But so far, netcode very good. What have you? New characters that they're adding, pretty cool. Joker's good. Agent Smith, what have you? And there is a good game in there,
Of
mechanically, and what have you. Negative.
But it's not like the things that are the problem can't be fixed.
Correct. One of them definitely will require a major overhaul, but
Yes.
get to that. Okay, negatives. Game is slower.
Very.
I
was watching some matches. I went, what? Did they purposely slow this down in the footage to show everything?
Nope.
No, I downloaded it and I went, let me give it a. It is very
Yep.
slow.
It in comparison, as someone who played the beta and as someone has now put in a good chunk of hours into the actual release, it's slower. Fall speed slower, movement speed slower. Game just like certain characters in terms of their movement options and what have you. It is a much slower game. It's a lot harder to get in. A lot harder to whiff punish things. At least for me. The camera being zoomed in combination with the characters being bigger, the game is a bit claustrophobic. I don't notice it too much when I'm playing. Like, for about 90% of when I'm playing, until either I get a ladder combo and kill someone really early, or someone ladder combos me and I kill someone really early. Some characters like Harley, who's my main, can kill off the top at like 30 to 40%. Like, gross, disgusting, I should not be able to do this stuff.
Week one.
Yeah, other characters can also do that in combination with some of the perks and stuff too. I just saw something gross with Arya on Twitter recently that like basically they landed a jab at 14% and killed the person off the top. True combo, unavoidable. What have you. Actually, one good thing. So in the beta, there's really no penalty to air dodging besides that you only have 2 in the air. So a lot of it was a very defensive based game where it's just like you had to like bait out 2 air dodges before you actually threw out an option just because air dodge was so strong. Now there's a meter mechanic where if you use too many of your air dodges, you go into burnout, which you get the movement, but you don't get the intangibility until you get that meter back. So air dodging, spamming air dodge is not a good thing. That mechanic I like. That needs to stay. But bump up the movement speed even like halfway to what it used to be, and I think people will be happy. I also don't...
People have been saying like 15, 20%, and it feels much better.
But the longer it goes on, the longer people get used to this speed, the harder it's gonna be to actually.
I think still people like, especially people that are gonna be really serious about the game. I think that that's an easy adjustment.
Sure, but it's still a hey, I've been training for this. Now you gotta sort of relearn everything.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's like, do that movement speed buff, zoom the camera out a bit, and I think in terms of like within the game mechanically, that stuff is good. Also, the input buffer is ridiculously high right now. 30 frames. Most fighting games are like Smash Ultimate has 4. Some other fighting games I know are like 8-ish. Melee, for example, fat 0. And it's just like for people that are a bit more mashy, and I will admit I'm a bit mashy, you'll be trying to input something and you'll like kind of mash a little bit and the game is like, oh, you input these commands, I'm doing them. So you'll like do a couple different options that you don't mean to, what have you. You lessen that buffer window to even like 10 frames. It'll be a lot better. I think there were a couple of options that they removed from the game where you could actually change your buffer window, like as an option in the menu, which would be pretty cool. Another just small thing that they removed that I really want back. Your like smash attacks in this game are your neutral moves. And then like your jab is your side attack.
Oh yeah.
They had an option to switch them. To like make your neutral move your side special and your side special to neutral. Give me that back, please. I want my jab to be my jab. But realized that. And then finally, the in-game currency mechanics are atrocious. There used to be like 1 to 2 currencies from the beta, if I recall correctly. There are now like 5. And they are super intentionally designed to, in combination with a really, really monotonous and awful grind to even unlock some things. So like right now, you can unlock Agent Smith. It's going to roughly take like 60 hours of grinding. I think.
Crazy.
I would need to look up the exact number.
If you play online, yeah. No, it's going to take about that
to
time.
unlock one character.
Nuh-uh.
And I don't even know if it actually unlocks them. It might unlock them to buy them.
Nah. No.
It's absolutely crazy.
Is it
Absolutely not.
something like Joker is at 6,000 or something? It would take the person like 148 hours to unlock them playing online.
And just to buy everybody outright is like 100 something.
I think it's $60 to buy everyone outright, but that's with costumes and stuff. It bumps it up to like $100, $200.
The thing they want you to do is play PvE, which I think gives you a lot more of that currency.
The
right
rifts.
now. Yeah. And they want that to be the main focus of how you get your currency, not playing online, which is goofy to me.
Mhm.
Like, I can understand casuals, you don't, because anybody could just run up the numbers on casuals.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing they took
don't have a
away
rank mode.
is another thing they took away is there's no offline play.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no option to play. There's no option to train with a character that you don't own.
Yep.
And I think there was something like
Spectator mode.
And there's no way to play like a tournament setting where you have all the characters or something.
Mhm.
I can't remember that one.
Yep.
Did we need a banana guard? No, but it's a joke inclusion, like the piranha plant. They wanted their own piranha
And it's
plant,
probably easy to model.
and that's it's
He was already
fine,
modeled
but
because he was like a either like an item or like a training mode character in the beta. So he already existed. He just wasn't a character.
and it stinks because it would have been fine if this was like after the relaunch, like the 4th or 5th character. But
But you're coming out the gate with this.
yeah, you're coming out the gate with your big relaunch, and one of the limited slots you have is for this character.
He's also
It's not-
very
it's-
good. Just the hilarious thing. He's like top 3 character in the game.
Nerfed.
But-
Did y'all see the leaks? Leaked characters?
Oh, I did.
Oh, who
And
were
that's
they?
spoilers for anybody that doesn't.
Spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So
We
we got
got-
a couple that are hard confirmed.
Mhm.
Just that are just like, 100%. And the others that are just like based upon models, text, dialogue in games. But we got Marceline from Adventure Time, Ruby.
Yep.
Well, that one has an
Ruby's
asterisk.
Crazy.
That one has an asterisk.
Ruby's
You know
crazy
what?
at
They
this
might
point.
just be like, hey, you know what? That's not even. It's fine. We
Like-
could just.
Ruby is getting picked up by a company more than likely. But if it's like a hard
whoever picked them up had to have orchestrated this. There's no other way.
No. This would have been like a year ago that some of these lines would have
this
been
is
recorded.
in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already they thought they would have Ruby, and now they just kind of
Well,
don't.
oh man, this made us $16. What? No, we
Yeah.
don't need this.
But,
Put the banana man in it.
But if it's like a really big competitor to Warner that's picking up Ruby, I can definitely see them being like cut. But until
that Fox X-Men bush that Marvel was doing.
Yeah, until Ruby, like the Ruby team actually announces who picked them up, just because the last talks that they had was, hey, good news ahead, we're not ready to share it yet. That was
Cool.
what we were told.
Let's
Yeah,
put this out as a comic and shut up.
so we got Ruby Rose, Powerpuff Girls, I think.
I hope they're a triple character that
They
you
are.
can switch. Fantastic. Great.
That's-
Pokemon trainer. Let's
Mhm.
go.
Yeah, that was basically the leak.
Let's go.
Yeah, Marceline. There was someone else that I'm forgetting.
Aquaman. Pickle Rick.
hmm
Raven
Yeah.
from Teen Titans.
Gotcha. Pickle Rick
Yeah,
was
there's
just,
a
is
bunch
just a
of
skin,
them.
but yes.
Yeah. Daffy Duck, Poison Ivy, the Hounds, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Scooby Doo. These are all just data mines. Maybe, may not be.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are a lot that are
Just give me Godzilla.
just like
I
big
don't-
data mines.
I don't care if he's bad. Just give me Godzilla.
King Kong is high and Godzilla is high, both based on data mines.
Yep. Just I don't care if he is bottom tier. Give me my atomic lizard.
It has the potential to be a really good long-term game,
Mhm.
but they gotta fix it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they get spectator mode for online tournaments because like they just had like a bunch of people have had tournaments over the weekend. Hungrybox had 2 tournaments. Mirror Man, who's a prominent player, had a tournament. Twitch themselves hosted a tournament. Guess what they had to do? They had to, in Discord, whoever was playing the game had to share their game capture in Discord for the streamers to actually do that, or the streamer just had to tune into that person's Twitch. That's what they had to do.
Couldn't they? Is it possible to do like a 3-man match and then the just hops off? No. Wow.
Maybe.
I think that affects the
There might be some in-game
Smash.
mechanics.
I think Smash affects the percentage based on teams versus.
Yeah.
Two
I don't know if
individuals.
they could
Oh,
do
no, I
free
was
for
thinking
all.
of
What
free
have you?
fall. Yeah, a 3-man free fall. The streamer just jumps off 3 times or 4 times, however many lives you have. And then
Oh no,
they
you
play the
you
match.
can't because it's score based. It's not stock based.
Oh no.
It's
Oh,
you get the
no.
knockout, you get the score. You can't do it that way.
Oh no.
Good idea. Go back to the drawing board.
I
That's
tried.
That's what Hungrybox did for the Smash 4, the last Smash 4 tournament online. He joined a person's game and then just the countdown was since Puff, when her shield breaks, she just dies. He would just hold shield and be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pop, and then they would start. But yeah, it's you give some of the options that we had back in terms of game stuff. You fix the movement speed, maybe zoom out the camera. Give spectator mode, ranked mode. That's the start. Then you fix the market. Because like one of the things too that I saw, so I bought the Founders Pass initially, which gave me a whole bunch of these character tickets that I used to just unlock all the characters I hadn't unlocked yet. But some people had saved up their like character currency in the beta to then once the main game came out to buy the characters. But you are forced to use those tickets first. So, you know, couple months down the line, we get Ruby, Godzilla, Kong, Scorpion, all these other characters that people might want. And then they just want to use their currency to unlock all the other dumb characters, and then they want to save those tickets for the characters they really want? Nope. Can't do it. Yep. So yeah, there's a lot that needs to be adjusted with the
WB
game.
sucks with monetization. They,
Yes.
they legitimately ruin their games.
I think they're the worst by far at this point.
Yeah, they're still trying it, and that's the problem. Like Ubisoft, they tried it with like one of the creeds, like Odyssey or something, and then they went, no, no,
Mhm.
Yeah,
we'll
people are
just do
mad as
DLC.
fuck. Nobody wants it.
Yeah, no. I think they tried it with a Far Cry, and then they went, no. Like they learned early. Oh no, the people don't want this. Okay, let's take it out the game.
Like I would even the monetization
WB
of the
is just
beta.
like, hey,
Yeah,
let's do it.
even the monetization.
And
Go ahead.
go ahead. Sorry.
I was like, even the monetization in the beta wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but like there were some skins that were just unlocked by pure character progression. The experience you gained, you got different emotes and what have you. You got stuff specific to your character, which incentivized you to play multiplayer, to play 1v1s, 2v2s, what have you. And then you get like one character skin. Some other stuff then was locked behind battle passes. Fine, you got to make money. On your free-to-play game, you have to make money.
Yes.
Sure. Now it's everything. Literally everything. And the game, it doesn't help that the game just looks like a mobile game now. The menus, the character portraits, yeah.
That Switch was kind of woof.
Mm-hmm. Sims 4 has it too. Man, like, I think the biggest perpetrator that we can all remember is the second Shadow of Mordor game.
Oh, dude, that was fucking terrible.
Shadow of War.
Yeah. Where you literally had to do microtransactions in your single-player game in order to have enough strength to beat the game.
Yeah.
Dumb.
And then they took it out and went, whoops.
Mm-hmm. And
No
didn't learn their
refunds, though,
lesson.
but
Yep.
whoops.
Yep. Did not learn their lesson. Okay, what was the thing that you were saying about looks? Like,
I was talking about Angela from Silent Hill 2 remake.
Oh. I had not seen the trailer, so.
Okay, so they've made her look more like a 19-year-old, and she's chubbier. And that's a no. She should be hot. For anybody that doesn't know what happens, there are spoilers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Angela is a sexual abuse victim of her father. So these people want to pretty up. And the reason she looks the way she looks in the previous game, she looks older, is because she's haggard and traumatized by what happened to her. So in this game, she's haggard and traumatized by what happened to her, but it's more so weight as opposed to her face just kind of maturing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can easily think Angela is a 30-year-old woman in the original Silent Hill 2
Mm-hmm.
when she's supposed to be 19. And they are literally doing AI. Hey, why can't we have a pretty Angela, that the sexual abuse victim? Why isn't she pretty?
Why?
It's
I can't jerk off to this.
I can't jerk off to the sexual
This
abuse
is
character.
the only thing that I
Not
can
with that
jerk off to,
mentality,
and I
you can't.
can't today.
Not with that mentality.
You're not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
That's
You
how
gotta try
I
harder
jerk
than
off.
that.
What do you mean?
You gotta
it's like
try. Nothing should stop you.
it's.
Don't let this month stop you. Don't let your jerk dreams be dreams.
And it's such crazy energy surrounding what's going on in gaming right now, where
Mm-hmm.
every woman has to be big tits, puffy lips, blush. Like, it's always the same form of woman that these people need. There are people saying that the remake, the reboot Tomb Raider Lara Croft isn't cute. Like, what are we talking about here?
Nah.
That's an attractive woman.
Yeah,
But no,
nah.
where's the big lips? Where's the booms? That's what they want.
I remember they were releasing photos for The Last of Us 2, the live action ones, and they showed
Ellie.
Ellie, and they were just like, well, she doesn't. Come on now.
She's a 14-year-old. Why isn't she as cute as Ellie? And these people are insane.
The only time I have seen anything remotely of this ilk that was just like actually good, and it was done in just basically making fun of these people, was Ashley from the RE4 remake. They're like, I can't believe they nerfed her greatest assets, and someone, like, a reply is like, her tits? It's like, no, her big-ass Dumbo ears. They got rid of her big-ass Dumbo ears.
And they were fantastic. I wanted them. That
good.
Silent Hill 2 remake is going to be trash. Bloober Team, I have no faith in them. They're terrible. They're terrible as a studio in terms of things like mental anguish and the psychosis of the mind and that type of stuff. They've always been awful. Always. They rely too much on jump scares and like the PT brand of psychological horror, where there's things just like happening in the periphery and darkened hallways that you're walking down, the lighting, that type of thing. But when it comes to like they need to tell a story surrounding those aspects of the game, awful, terrible company. This remake's gonna be terrible.
What have they made previously that I'd know of?
The Medium,
Heard of that?
Layers of Fear,
That I have not heard of.
and there's like one more famous game they made recently. Layers of Fear was the big one that came out when a bunch of people were trying to do PT because PT couldn't be made anymore.
Gotcha.
So there was that. There was something like Abbey Road or something like that.
Okay.
There were a couple of them where they were
Gotcha.
just trying to fill that gap, and that's how Blooper Team got really into making horror.
Meme.
You can't play the OG Silent Hill 2. You can play it's abandonware on PC. So I think you can legally download it from an abandonware site, and then you can mod it to make it look better and such. And it's a fairly older game, so it should run on even like any PC that's post like 2009 should be able to run that.
Yeah, I think there's probably. Oh, you don't have a PC. He does watch us on his phone. He does look at Twitch on his phone. So.
I think there's a. I mean, if you have an emulator, there should be a PS2 emulator by now.
No,
Oh, there is.
He
but it's
doesn't have a
does it still
PC.
work?
No, I'm talking about on phones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I've seen like GameCube emulators on the PC.
That seems like it would blow through.
Oh,
the
yeah, no.
battery Like
This was like 3 years
business.
ago, and they were like, "This thing is running hot."
You turn your phone into a bomb. It's summer. It's too hot for that.
Bomberman.
Cooling system for your phone.
Yep. All right. Couple other gaming things. We have the State of Play, which trailer for Silent Hill 2. Other things of note: God of War Ragnarok coming to PC in September. New Dynasty Warriors. This open world.
It wasn't a new Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
Was it?
I think it was
Dynasty
Samurai Warriors.
Yeah, no, it was Samurai Warriors.
It
right?
says Dynasty Warriors in this article. Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Well, look at you.
Keep going.
We have a open world RPG that is like a dress up adventure called Infinity Nikki, which has I think it was a producer, former Zelda director. So I'm intrigued. It did look interesting. It did look interesting too in terms of like just kind of a more casual adventure. Where Winds Meet, head to PS5. Ballad of Antera. A lot of the stuff I have not actually seen because I missed this.
Oh, that's crazy. It was a good one.
Marvel Rivals, which is from my understanding Marvel Overwatch.
Absolutely. People are loving it.
Seems busted though.
Mm-hmm.
I've not heard of that one yet.
Yep.
Oh,
Marvel
you haven't?
Rivals.
You haven't seen the gameplay? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
I have not
People
heard of anything.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. It looks interesting.
What
They
is it
have
called again?
like Marvel Rivals. They have like characters where how difficult they are to use. Spidey is like advanced, and I've seen some.
Spidey can swing. Doctor Strange can use his portals. You have legit power stuff.
Yeah.
A legit hero shooter.
Yep.
We have new Astrobot game. I know a lot of people enjoyed the original one. And then Monster Hunter Wilds, which that game is definitely going to be, once it comes out, a stream game.
Oh, Ralph's really into Marvel. Yeah, it's in a closed beta right now.
The moment I saw destructible environments and how that shit plays, now I'm in. I'm locked in.
Yeah.
I'm
This was a closed beta. Yeah. They're moving towards a release soon.
Closed beta set for July.
Fuck me, dude.
If so.
I never knew I needed this exact thing until right now.
Yeah, I didn't think this thing could be done functionally. Oh fuck! I'm seeing Iron Man play style. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Oh no.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh, this
fucking
is-
go.
This is what Ralph jacks off to.
Yeah.
You can't see my hands for a reason right now.
Hand check.
Nah.
Nah.
We've already
Nah.
established what me and him is, so
Nah, we're out here.
But yeah, then
Deadpool's gonna be a given. Yeah, Venom's was announced. It's gonna you're gonna see you're gonna see Gwen, you're gonna see all the big ones, and then you're gonna see the like weirdo fringe ones, maybe with the TV show appearance coming
Squirrel
up. or
Girl will probably be like the
Yeah.
random
I
like.
did just see Venom.
Moon
Venom's
Girl,
in,
Dino.
Venom is in this gameplay thing I'm watching.
Yep.
something. Yeah.
But yeah, the last thing, big thing that was
Right, the
announced.
destructible environment. Let's go.
If I can actually talk about it, because Ralph is currently mid-stroke. Monster Hunter Wilds. I really enjoyed World. It looks like World, but better. And I think it would be
I've
a
never
very.
been into Monster Hunter games.
I think DA would. It'd be a problem
And
if
that's
he
why I don't
played
touch
them.
it. That's why I don't touch it. I
addiction.
know what's up.
Deep addiction.
It's-
He would
I've
fall
tried.
fast and hard.
I've tried several
It
times.
is
It's just not
literally
for
a
me.
grind fest.
Yep. And that
He fall
keep
fast
it,
and
keep
hard.
it away from me.
I'm with you, man. I'm just Monster Hunter does nothing for your boy.
Man, I enjoyed playing.
Hands free.
I enjoyed playing World a lot. And it's just like you find the weapon that you really like, and then you just get really fucking good at it. All right. Then the last two things that I have on here are Zelda related. So for those that want to play Ocarina of Time, but don't necessarily want to go back and play on original consoles, because it can feel sluggish, poor controls, etc., bad graphics. There was this port of Ocarina of Time called The Skies of Harkinian that was a legitimate optimized PC port of Ocarina of Time. Widescreen, ultra wide. It allowed for ultra wide. It had the randomizer built into it, and what have you, all these different amazing settings. They have just released their next version of it, I think it's called Two Skies to Harkinian. That is Majora's Mask just got released. I have not checked it out yet, but there was a very good randomizer for Majora's Mask. I could totally see them having built that into it as well. Ultra wide, HD, fantastic controls, etc. If you want, you have a good PC, want to play Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, that is where you should go. Nintendo's at the door. They have come for me.
Nintendo has come for me.
And then the last thing is Zelda is now joining the world of Lego with a $300 initial set
Pre-purchase set.
of a
Pre-ordered set.
of a 2,500 piece 2-in-1 Great Deku Tree. You can either make the Great Deku Tree from Ocarina of Time or from Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom.
Or you can buy it 2 times and buy both.
True.
Yeah.
True. You know what? That's a great idea. I'm gonna make another pre-order. I have not pre-ordered it yet.
Yet.
I mean, you break your bread on your car door that much, you might as well buy both of them.
I am tempted, but there's other shit that I have to worry about right now. Maybe closer to when it releases and other financial things change. We'll see.
Yeah, okay. One of the scalpers jack that piece up.
$3,000, and you just like, well, I have to now. It's just gonna go
At
up.
that point, fuck no.
What's
Hell
the
no.
max?
Huh?
What's
MSRB?
the max?
I
don't believe you.
am paying more than that.
I don't believe you.
I feel like if he was one to
You.
break bread like that, he would already have a very good shield and a very good sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that's the thing. those things are the MSRP. They're set where they're set. This is something that he would buy if things were different right now. An extra $50, I truly believe he'd do it. An extra 100 maybe gives him pause, but I could still see the mind working of
50's probably the max.
Lego Build Stream does sound kind of hype.
Ooh.
Oh no, he's
Man.
doing it for the kid. Now he has a reason to justify the purchase.
No, I
What
don't.
have you
We
done,
don't
me?
make enough on this channel for me to say that is a worthwhile cost. Y'all gift like 100 subs right now? Sure.
Let me just resubscribe real quick.
if that happened, I'd be like, all right, fine.
If everybody
depriving
did
the people of
tier
content,
3
Mike.
sub, nah, hear me out. If everybody did tier 3 subs, and then you gifted 50 more tier 3 subs,
We're halfway there.
you can get us to that Lego build stream. Are you committed to the bit? If not, get out.
Oh, and then
We
we need to
don't
buy
want
a
the community
camera
here.
that's gonna be worthwhile for it. I'm gonna need another 200 tier 3 subs.
I'm gonna use your Prime sub and then get your people in here. Your grandma. We all know grandma doesn't know what's going on with her debit card, right? Go get grandma's debit card and start maxing that fucker out with each social security check. And now I'm telling you, you are making a very clear investment into our future.
I have enough money for chicken nuggets. My grandma's dead.
And welcome to the club, pal. We out here.
Listen, some of you may die, but that is a cause I can accept.
Yep. All right.
It's worth it. Just tell her you had to help a Nigerian prince. Like, she'll understand she's done it herself.
There you go. All right. Couple other things. One. I guess.
So mine.
You
So
know
mine.
what?
They're
You
good
know
too.
what?
It's fine.
After you gift all of these subscriptions to us, you're probably gonna be a little low on funds. Thank goodness McDonald's is bringing a $5 value meal
Proper
Back.
segue. Proper
Back.
segue.
for 1 month. That's all you fucking get.
Hold on.
Y'all
So
better
on
drive
that
them sales up.
On that same note, did you guys hear that Target, Walmart, Aldi, Stop and Shop, there's like 5 major grocery chains or people that sell through grocery and are retail as well, are now committed to reducing their cutting prices 25% max. They're saying that
They realized they were bleeding the customers too much. Now they gotta scale it back just a smidge.
Give them
Here's the thing.
something.
here's the thing is everybody knows that, like, it's common knowledge that these CEOs are taking in 45% and above increase in their pay because the company is killing it. Record profits are happening, but the cost of the material isn't changing. How do I know that? That's my profession. It's not happening. You're just getting charged more.
And they're not paying the employees more either.
No. Well,
So where is
some
that
company-
excess?
Some are.
Where is that excess money going? Well, it's got to go somewhere.
CEO gets an extra $45 million on top of his already current bonus. Shareholders get an increased 33% in their overall revenue for their stock investment. So that's not even liquid money. That's just shit. That's an understanding in the stock market. Hey, your stock is now worth X more. But it's there. The numbers are now showing that the amount it's increasing overall will not correlate to a higher net gain. What's happening is, even though you're getting an increase this year, over the next 3, you're going to see it being a plateau, in which case you're not actually gaining anything, because you need it to be consistently markedly increase, even if it's only 3% versus a 33%. You can't have infinite growth. You have to have marginalized growth, because then it's functional. If you're having
Number go
spikes,
up.
you're expecting a following crash.
Line go up. That's all.
Look at Mike. Look, that's what we as a company want. That. So let's do that, and we all
we're
win.
also at the bottom. We are also at the bottom. We would like
Number
a spike.
go up.
There should be no way.
DA, number go up by 34. Yes or no?
Oh, no.
That number doesn't exist.
We're skipping over that number. We've all accepted it.
There should be.
We've abolished 34.
Sing the teamwork song, Mike. Mike, do you have a song?
Oh yeah, 2200.
Oh yeah, I remember
yeah,
the
22.
2200.
You give all those subscriptions we talked about. I will sing you guys to fucking death.
But,
There should be no world where Yeah, no. where 30% of your product can be cut by 25% and your company is still doing very well, probably still profiting.
Mm-hmm.
That just tells me that it was never about whatever you were telling us it was about. It was pure greed.
Mm-hmm.
God, America sucks.
But yeah, this $5 menu thing, you either get for a month a McChicken or a McDouble, which also used to cost $1.
Yep.
A 4-piece
Never
chicken
forget.
nugget, which also used to cost $1.
Of course.
A small fry, which used to cost $1.
Big
And a
up.
drink, which used to cost $1. So the
I think it still
$5
costs $1. No?
So
I
a
thought it was $1
$5
for any.
value for what used to cost $4 for a month.
I mean, number go up.
Number go up.
Like the fact
Dude.
that if I get a triple cheeseburger, large
Oh,
fries,
that's $7 right there.
a
bro.
drink, maybe like a 6-piece nugget or something extra, I don't know. The fact that it's basically costing me a Five Guys meal at McDonald's
Yeah.
is nuts.
They've lost what their core audience is, which is people in lower incomes spending $6 to feed a person. Now you're spending $15 to $16 to feed a person. And you can't expect the people that will go to even like a mid-tier restaurant, like a Red Robin or something, or a Chili's, that will sit down and spend $15 to $22 per person to do that for McDonald's.
Mhm.
No.
That's the meme. You say that, but that's the whole thing. To BG's point, McDonald's was the cheap option, where you could get again a McDouble. I think it was even a medium fry at the time. It wasn't even a small; it was a medium. There's like a McValue fry, which was like roughly a medium fry, and a drink for $3. Like you could give yourself a meal. It's not a healthy meal, but a meal for $3. Whereas Wendy's was like the $8 to $9 option for roughly the same thing.
Yep. That's why you went to fast food. It was the cheap and effective option.
Yep. And now it's not cheap.
Yep.
If you can buy a pack of hamburger meat for cheaper in the bun and all the condiments, why not just do that?
Yeah.
At this point.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then
Oh, that's where I wanted to go with it.
Mm.
I saw like in some places a cheeseburger was like $2.89.
Mhm.
A cheeseburger. That
like
thing
single
was $1.
patty?
Yes.
well, so the
Single
McDouble was
pack.
$1, and that was $2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
They charged
And
you
now-
if you wanted a double cheeseburger for an extra slice of cheese for like another $1. Besides the point.
Yeah. Don't get that. That you're getting ripped off at that point.
Yeah. I remember that was a problem, and now everything's just fucking expensive.
Expensive as.
All right. Last couple things were stuff that happened within this last previous month, but didn't talk about it on the podcast. Rooster Teeth is no more officially. You go to roosterteeth.com, it is just a banner saying thank you for the 21 years, and that is it. The site is
Rest in
down.
piss, bozo.
The site is down. All the shows are not there anymore. All the employees at this point are now off to do other things. The two surviving series seemingly are Ruby, seemingly been picked up, and Death Battle has been seemingly picked up. Which, that I wasn't expecting, but hey.
Yeah, Death Battle was an obvious one. It seems like companies may have wanted to stray away from it because of licensing and stuff. But
yeah.
If they have a track record of just going, hey, here's all of our YouTube, there's no copyright, there's no nothing, we haven't gotten any, I could see people wanting that.
I mean, it's essentially parody, and you can't really copyright parody.
It's a guaranteed at least couple million views per episode. Low overhead with animators, pay voice actors $200. You're good.
So those are the two things that have seemingly survived. One of the last things that was released by them was the last season/movie of Red vs. Blue, written by Bernie Burns. Them coming back. I watched it. It's okay. You could tell there was no budget at all. There's one scene in particular where there's a mouse cursor. In the scene.
No.
And it was basically, they kind of retconned a bunch of stuff that happened on some of the things that happened after the Chorus trilogy, which was the stuff written by Miles Luna. And just kind of rewrote a few different things that happened with some characters. But it was honestly a really nice send-off. Like, from a story perspective, from the characters and what have you, it tied up all, like, any loose ends and a nice little bow. And it was a nice little send-off. If it could have gotten more budget, obviously some, like, virtual effects, some of the animation could have been a lot better, and what have you. Maybe, like, padded it out a little bit more in terms of, like, spacing and whatnot, but you can tell it's Bernie's writing, which is cool. Hearing him come back and what have you. They actually got Kathleen Zelch, the voice of Tex, back after a pretty rough fallout between her and Rooster Teeth. They recast Caboose because the voice of Caboose, Joel Heyman, turned into a Bitcoin Trumper. Kind of went insane, honestly.
Wait, I'm sure that insane part has nothing to do with those other two. So let's separate that and give it a nice wide bar, and you continue with what you were saying, Mike. Let's go.
Damn.
But yeah, and just like the new voice is not good. It's very jarring. Like I think there's only one person that can do the voice of that character just because he's such a weird character. But he wasn't coming back to do it. I think they even offered him at times to come back and do stuff, and he just had like no interest at all. But yeah, it's on I think it's on Amazon if you want to rent/buy it digitally. However, I wouldn't actually recommend that because there is a site. Let me make sure I have this right. I think it's rt-archive.org. I spelt it wrong.
Which one? RT, obviously.
I fat fingered a Y in the RT.
It literally was the RT.
Yep. Hold on, let me Google it. I have the link somewhere.
Clearly not here.
Okay, so there's like two kind of sites. The original name of it was called the Archive of Pimps, named after the Tower of Pimps from the Minecraft Let's Plays. But then there's there's no dash, rtarchive.org. And it has roughly everything Rooster Teeth has ever made from a video content perspective. All of RWBY is on there. A lot of their like behind the scenes stupid stuff is on there. Red vs. Blue, RT Life, Genlock, like you name whatever Rooster Teeth has done it. All of like
are you trying to sell this?
Like all the
yes, he is.
All of
don't say Genlock.
Let that be lost to time.
All of the achievement.
No, actually, don't.
All of the Achievement Hunter stuff too, just like random innocuous things, the Let's Plays, etc. They wanted a digital historical archive of all their stuff just because Warner could have also shut down the YouTube and just everything RT could have just been gone. So if you want to see some Red versus Blue or some Ruby stuff they haven't seen, it's all there free. So there's that. 21 years. I had a lot of fond memories of it. Good times at RTX and what have you. Obviously, a lot of shit happened in their later years. A lot of bad stuff. And yeah. Bye-bye, Rooster Teeth. Next, the Diddy drama. I didn't watch the news thing. I know Ralph and BG, you guys did. So if you guys want to
Oh,
talk
I
about
would not recommend that, boy.
No.
It's
Oh, Mike, you
It's
never watched it yet?
rough.
You should. You
rough.
should. Because it's bad. Like, we're talking, you've seen in movies, right? When, like, there's, like, a dude who is completely certifiable and he just beats the shit out of anybody, not just women, just anybody. And you don't understand, like, how do you just think you can get away with that in public?
Yeah.
And that's what he did. Whatever you just pictured,
Hey.
that is what happened.
And
He
then
did get away with it in public.
and then you just go, what's going on in private? If this is in
Exactly.
public.
This man is in a bath towel, straight up beating the shit out of her. Dragged her away from the elevator, dragged her down the hall, dragging, and then just going, yelling, screaming. You can't hear because there's no audio, but you just see him saying shit. And it's just like, how did that? And it's clear, it's like he
Throwing
must have had,
vases.
he must have
Kicking
had
her.
the entire floor rented. Like he must have controlled that floor. Like that
Oh,
must have
yeah.
been penthouse.
There's no
level.
way you can hear all that screaming and not at least
Yeah.
peek your head out.
Yeah, like there's no other explanation. Either it was all his people on that floor, or that was penthouse floor and nobody else was there.
And this was back
Because-
in 2017, 18, right?
Mhm.
So they
Yep.
the footage has been there.
But it was because
could-
of part of a lawsuit, and then she settled, took the money, so that never made public because it was
Mhm.
stayed between the lawyers.
And the statute of limitations runs off of it because he probably paid for that footage not to get out. And
Yep,
then
he did.
once it was over, it's just like, all right, here's the footage. He should under the jail.
Oh yeah.
Just dirt that man. There's
Like-
and there's no defense imaginable. for
No,
this.
none.
There's
And I've
nothing.
not seen anybody even try.
There's no
Yeah,
way
you?
for him. There's no way for him to
Come out
back.
of this.
Like if somebody works with them, they have the stain of Diddy on them now. Like if you
Mhm.
work with Diddy this year, next year, the year after, that stain is on you. It's over.
Mhm.
But there's always the Chris Brown thing. But the best that you could say is that was not recorded. This
Yeah,
is-
and
this is
you
right
could
here.
say, "Oh, she did something in the car. She tried to crash the car." This is the narrative they've spun 1,000 times because there's no footage of what happened.
Mhm.
Here it's just like, nah, none of that.
She's clearly running away. She's clearly trying to hide, and then he just comes up and is like, "No."
Mm-hmm. I just watched it. Yeah, that's no.
There's no defense.
No.
No, he's cooked. And that's not even talking about his house getting raided, which is still a thing
Yep.
that just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. And then finally, the Drake rap beef.
The most delicious rap beef in the
Oh, dude.
past like 15, 20 years.
Fucking biblical.
Drizzy fans are still trying to pull that W out of
In
it.
the gutter, in the dirt.
They're in the dirt, dude. It's a wrap. This was the most diabolical I have ever seen in my life. Euphoria is a fantastic track. So essentially what happened was, and this is gonna go into the long history of it. Kendrick, a long time ago, hopped on a song with Big Sean and Jay Electronica called Control. In it, he basically said, hey, I know all these rappers are cool. I love them. But I'm murdering these dudes. I'm better than all of y'all. basically slap boxing with your friend. You're
Mhm.
trash. I'm the best. So
Yep.
on and so forth. Everybody that was involved, everybody that he named, like Big Crit, J. Cole, all of them, they took it to what it was, just exhibition within the game, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Drake took it personally. That man worked himself into a shoot. To the point where there's this dude that was interviewing him for First Take or something on ESPN, and he just released an interview recently during the beef where he was like, "Yeah, we had Drake on, and he went off on Kendrick, like completely unbelievable things he was saying about Kendrick, just super petty, super jealous stuff." And then his camp was like, y'all need to not release that footage or he's not going to do the ESPY. So ESPN opted for the ESPYs instead of that. So it's really just the dude's word on it. But Drake has never, ever let that go. And all Kendrick said was he named a bunch of rappers. He said, I got love for all of y'all, but I'm trying to make sure none of y'all fans ever heard of y'all. And he, because Drake is super insecure. So then fast forward a bunch of years. There's strays on both sides. There's subliminals on both sides. Fast forward a bunch of years. First Person Shooter comes out on Drake's latest album, For All the Dogs. First Person Shooter, he wanted Kendrick on it. He wanted it to be the big three right now in rap, which is Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. That's what is called the big three. They're all going to be on my album. I'm going to be the one to bring us all together. So J. Cole was like, cool. Kendrick was like, no. So then J. Cole, Drake did the song. Cool, whatever. J. Cole in it said, people are asking who's the best, K-Dot, Drake, or me. But it's not anything that we're the big three. It's like we're starting a league. And Kendrick had a song on Metro Boomin and 21 Savage, Future's album. Future and Metro Boomin brought a lot of people in to essentially diss Drake. Kendrick's song Like That basically went, the big three is just Big Me.
It's just Big Me. Yeah.
It's just Big Me. So J. Cole was like, oh no. Drake was like, oh no. So J. Cole put out a mixtape, Shadow dropped a mixtape called Might Delete This Later. And he dissed Kendrick on it. But when he dissed Kendrick, the very next day or like 2-3 days later, he was just like, that was so lame. I ain't feel good about that. I was losing sleep over it. He deleted it from all the Spotify's, Apple Music. Later come to find out, there's a rumor that one of Kendrick's people contacted him like, yo, this is not fun. This is not going to be fun. Kendrick does not like Drake. I suggest you back off of this. And he's just like, cool. I'm a J. Cole my way out of this. And he just stopped.
Just the meme of the...
he just... Look, dude, he was legit at the beach during it, in the middle of it. A fan just was like, hey, I met J. Cole on the beach. And it's just like... He wanted no more parts of that. But Drake dropped a song called Push Ups, and he went at a bunch of people. So it was Kendrick, it was Rick Ross, it was Metro, it was Future, just a bunch of people. Good song. 2 days later, he drops Tailor Made Freestyle, which uses AI voices of Tupac and Snoop to essentially say, Kendrick, please diss Drake. Because Drake wanted to smoke. And it was tacky stuff, dude, using Tupac. The estate was just like, yo, take that song down now. So he took the song down, but Kendrick ain't like that. So it was like 2 or 3 weeks. Nothing from Kendrick. No words. Period. Dunzo. Everybody's like, oh, it's just gonna be like Control. He's gonna get dissed. He's gonna shrug his shoulders and he's gonna keep it moving. And then he drops Euphoria. Fantastic song.
The beginning of the end.
And it's the beginning of the end of this. And it was a really like light jab.
Dude, it was soft.
Yeah,
Compared
it was
to what
soft.
coming. It was soft.
He basically was like, hey, you're not really raising your son like me. You're kind of insecure in your body. Hey, just stop. Don't mention my family. Don't take it further. You don't want to do that. It's gonna be problems. And then, like 2 or 3 days later, he released 616 in LA, which is a play on Drake's thing where he'll be in a city, he'll record a song in that city, and then he'll release it at a specific time, 7 o'clock in Toronto, 5 a.m. in Toronto, that type of thing.
Mhm.
So it's just a play on that. It hit 616. Boom, song drops. Hey, Drake, there's people in your camp that don't like you. They're giving me information. Do not take this further. Drake took it further. Dropped Family Matters later that night. Said that one of Kendrick's kids are not his. And said that Kendrick beats his wife. Part of the problem is that he also dedicated a large portion of time to other rappers again. And people are like, the focus is on Kendrick. Who cares what you're talking about A$AP Rocky? Like, what are you coming off as a jealous ex-girlfriend because he has Rihanna and you're still clearly in love with Rihanna. What are you doing? But people were bopping to it. They're like, okay, this is it. This is 45 minutes later, Kendrick drops Meet the Grams. Legitimately one of the darkest diss songs I have ever heard in my life. So Drake's son is called Adonis. His name is Adonis. The song starts off, "Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father." So Meet the Grams is basically an audio letter to Drake's entire family, including Drake. So he's just like, hey, Adonis, you're a black kid. Even though you're super mixed, I don't care. You're a black kid. Don't do like your dad did, getting surgery or cutting corners, getting Ozempic. Get some discipline. He's basically raising his son for Drake on that verse. Next verse, he's talking about his mom and dad. Hey, Dennis, you raised a horrible person. I blame you for all his gambling addictions, his drinking addiction, all his mental issues. I'm blaming you. Please sit down. Your son's a sick person with sick thoughts and he should die. He's got people around him and they should die. And it just went crazy. Then he reveals that Drake has a daughter, secret daughter. That's basically to the wayside at this point, because even though people talk about it, that's something you can't really substantiate either in any direction. Just like the Kendrick beating his wife or the kid not being, you can't substantiate it. So that's a whatever. Then he just talks to Drake. Hey, Drake, you're a piece of I tried to help you. You mentioned my family. I told you not to. Why should we believe anything you say? Because you lied. And then he just goes on everything he lied about his accent, lied about his first son, just a liar. So why should we believe you? Everybody's like, holy sh. And I never watch React streamers, never in my life. I did for Meet the Grams, several, because every single one of them, there's a moment in time, some point in the song, and it's different for everybody. They have that 1,000-yard stare, of just like, what the is happening here?
I'm gonna tell you staring. That's just what you hear. It's just like you hear the smack of the space bar, and then
you get that, or you get the
yeah, dude. It's just people, just like holy. Kai Cenat, he was just like, his hands over his mouth, he's just like, and he's just staring, and he's just like, and then he like wakes up and like clutches in his chest, like, what the is going on? Dude, it was crazy.
And it was only going to get worse.
And then, so a lot of people's problems with Kendrick is that he doesn't make a lot of club songs. He doesn't make a lot of bops. And Drake's big thing is, I make bops, I make hits, I'm a hit maker. So y'all, even if, no matter how much y'all diss me, I'm top of the charts, and that proves that I'm the best. So Kendrick went, okay.
Kendrick went
16 hours after Meet the Grams, Kendrick drops again like that. Not Like
Not
Us.
Like Us. Not
Number one
like
song in the
us.
country. The most streamed rap song in history for the first like 2 days, for the first week or whatever. Still the number one most played rap song right now. It has broken every record Drake has ever set in rap.
Yep.
And the
Yep.
entire thing is calling Drake a pedophile,
Pedophile.
calling the people
A
around
minor.
him a pedophile.
A
A
minor.
minor is such a bar.
Dude.
Trying to strike a goal. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you
Ain't you
tired?
tired? Trying to strike
Trying
a
to strike
chord.
a chord, and it's probably a minor.
A minor.
It's so crazy. Hey Drake, I hear you like them
Love them
young.
young.
And the second you
Yeah,
hear that, you're
we'll go to
like,
Cell
so
Block
that's another
1.
one you can watch React streamers on, because they're all dancing, and then they hear that part, they go, what?
Wait, hold up. What's
All right,
coming?
this is about to say, Drake, I hear you like them young. You better not ever go to, and then like listening closely, then they start bopping again, and then they, Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. And then they stop again, and then they start
Alright,
bopping again, and then it's A minor, and then it's like, oh, they not like, all right, back to bopping. It's crazy. You have people in the club just saying A minor, saying certified pedophiles to Drake. The number one song in the country is calling you a pedophile. Yeah, how do you recover from that? Well,
You
Drake
don't.
went, nuh-uh. Because he released another song after that a day later called The Heart Part 6. So he basically went, hey, if Kendrick's going to take my time frame in city I'm in, I'm going to take his Heart series. So Kendrick likes to release the Heart Part whatever. Last time he was releasing an album, he did the Heart Part 5. It mostly speaks on Black issues, inequality, that type of thing. So Drake goes, okay, this is the Heart Part 6. So he now can no longer make the Heart Part 6. In it, Drake's like, hey, we fed you the information about your daughter. No, my daughter, no proof. Can't. Come on now, that's the easiest thing to prove now. But no proof. Says, hey, y'all need to stop talking about I like young women. Because if I was in minors, I would have been arrested. I'm way too famous for that. What?
I am
What?
too famous to be a pedophile.
What are you talking about, sir? And the whole thing is essentially, no, I'm not a pedophile. And you did beat your wife. And that kid not yours.
Just
okay. And then at the end, he's just like, oh, yeah, that was a good exercise. It's nice to get out and get the pen working. And he said, I could bop to that last record, but you doubling down on some whole more information. Like, when are we going to get to the facts? And then one of his cohorts, academics, is just like, yeah, that Kendrick stuff Drake was talking about, yeah, that's not real. That's not facts. Drake lost. Like, there's no...
Oh, there's no any which way about it. It wasn't even a loss.
No,
Slaughter.
we're not done. Sorry, we're not done. While Kendrick was whooping on Drake, Metro Boomin did the pettiest thing in the world, because Drake during Push Up said Metro Boomin shut the up and make some drums.
Stick with
so
the
Metro
drums.
went, all right,
Yep.
I'm gonna make some drums. Rick Ross has been trolling Drake on Instagram, saying that he's BBL Drizzy, basically Brazilian butt lift, because he gets surgery.
Yep.
And then some dude did an AI song called BBL Drizzy, where it's just like this old Motown BBL Drizzy thing. Metro went, all right, I'm gonna sample that BBL Drizzy song, make a song out of it, then I'm gonna make a contest out of it. Whoever spits the best verse against Drake on this song gets $10,000 in a free beat. So you had people in other countries dissing Drake. Legit Japanese rap songs just dissing Drake. Indian rap songs on BBL Drizzy just dissing Drake. Mom's doing piano ballads to BBL Drizzy dissing Drake. So what does Drake do? I'm gonna hop on that beat too.
Yeah.
He has a song come out with Sexy Red called You My Everything. And this is one of the big contentious points of Kendrick was, you body shame women hey, how about you not do that? So Drake goes, yes, I am BBL Drizzy because women come to me for Brazilian butt lifts. You're body shaming the women to get Brazilian butt lifts. So it's completely corny, dude. Drake lost. This was the greatest week. This all happened in the last like 8 songs, all happened in like 10 days. It's the greatest week in rap beef history.
You have to imagine too, because you like, I didn't know the time frame until now, because you said he released the one song that was just like, "Don't talk about my family," and then it was
he
like,
released that on a Tuesday, and then on a Friday he released his other song like, "Hey, don't talk about this."
But then it was like, then a few hours later it was the Drake song, and then a few hours later it was Meet the Grams, right?
No.
Yep.
45 minutes later, it was Meet the Gram.
Oh, okay, not even an hour. Okay.
No,
so,
not even
so
an hour.
that was in the chamber.
Yeah, no. He was ready for that one.
Yeah, when
he said, hey, there's people in your camp that are working for me, he knew that Drake song was going to come out. So he went, all right, cool. I'm going to put this one in the chamber. And the second I see that Drake song, I'm going to upload this one. And it happened. And boy, it took all the wind out of it. All the streamers are finishing up Drake's song, and they're about to play it again, and then they're about to head off and stuff. And then everybody in the chat like, Kendrick dropped. So you just see all these moms like, I'm tired. I'm supposed to be out of here. All right, let's listen to this Kendrick song. One of my favorite things is Flip from the Joe Budden podcast. You see him having fun. He's about to make noodles so he can go eat and get out of there. And he goes, Meet the Grams. And then it goes, Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. You just see his face just completely fall. Oh, dude, I'm going to find it and I'm going to clip it. It's literally one of my favorite things I have ever seen. This has been a great 2 weeks for rap, 3 weeks for rap.
All right. With that, I am out of things to talk about. Unless there's anything else you guys want to mention, we
Ain't got anything.
can call it a day. Mr.
30 facts about presidents.
I don't know, fast food. That's crazy.
Yeah, meme wanted fast food.
Fast food.
I looked. He tried. Okay.
All right. He
There's a
made
lot
an
of just
attempt.
like, well, you know,
He made an attempt.
They found a chicken head. It's like, yeah,
2.
we know that. That's not fun.
2,
I
14,
got a One Piece
20.
tattoo.
Oh yeah, he loves One Piece.
4.
2, 4, 14, 20. Oh, you have the video?
Dude, his face just died. You see the elation in there. The death, dude, is literally what. It's literally one of my favorite things to come out of this. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
2,
Rattle off
4,
the fact.
5, 14, 20. 2, 4, 5, 14, 20. 2, 4, 5, 14.
14.
14! Cyber.
A 35-year-old man in Texas has legally changed his name to literally anybody else and announced he will attempt to run for president against Trump and Biden.
Hey, that's cool. I don't want Trump or Biden. I want literally anybody else.
President Lit! Come on, President Lit!
Well, I got you, fam.
Who are you voting for? Literally anybody else.
But who? Literally anybody else. That is
Good luck to him.
amazing.
Yeah, he legally changed it.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's great. I'll also say about the Kendrick thing, Kendrick released all the clearance for his songs, so any React streamer never had to deal with copyright from him.
That's nice.
So life-changing
he
money,
knew.
people were saying.
Oh yeah, he knew.
That's the clip. Oh, dude, I laugh every time I see that. Just the way his face died. He's so. Dude, it's just fake die.
just holding the noodles as well.
It's literally one of my favorite things to come out of this.
Beautiful. All right. We shall call this podcast a close. There may not be an episode this next weekend. Shock,
Crazy
awe.
bars!
Shock, awe.
Hey, there may not be one the week after if you're doing Father's Day stuff.
Not that, but it's one of my niece's birthdays is that weekend, so that for sure. The reason next week is that I might not be doing it is my dad's in town, and we have not made plans yet, so I don't know right now. So he might come up here for something. He might come up here for something.
Always take time with your friends and family.
Yep.
Always.
I don't know if he's going to drive up here for some time. I don't know if I'm going to be driving up to Cleveland. We shall see. In terms of other streams.
How does Phil do this?
What?
Practice.
Oh.
So Phil has a weird setup where he has stream chat on one monitor and then like his keyboard over here. So he'll always have to do like this to type stuff. And I'm like, how does he do that? Because I have my keyboard. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. He's a weird dude.
Streams. Nothing Monday, Tuesday Trials, Dave the Diver on Wednesday. Friday, some kind of group stream. Honestly, I could do Power World again if we really wanted to. I forgot how fun the game is. Or something else. There's like some other multiplayer game that I wanted to play at some point, but not remembering off the top of my head. And then potentially podcast on Sunday. We shall see. Mm-hmm. Thank you everybody again for tuning in. I'm waiting on those 4,000 subscriptions. Just waiting.
For
I think
a Lego stream.
Yeah.
Make it happen, people. Lego stream.
Yeah, we're not above it.
Hell no.
Phil had it right all along.
Yeah. You know what? I think it's about time we just say that he is our idol. He is
Absolutely. This is unironically, he is my idol.
Oh, boy. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this week's episode of the Podcast and Stuff. We will see you soon.
Eventually.
Yep.
At some point.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Later.